With the latest live letter, we got to see some of the job updates. In this video, we will be taking a look at the changes coming to the healers. Make note they did not go into detail on every change of every job, instead they focus on the key points. The theme this time around is streamlining, apparently with the goal of enhancing individuality in 8.0. We start by looking at the change coming to all of the healers, and that is the change to Swiftcast. The recast timer will be reduced to 40 seconds, sometimes in the 90s level range. Now, let's start with White Mage. They are adding a new action allowing the caster to quickly move forward. This kind of feels like the dash action for the dancer, so I am very excited for it, as I tend to forget to get out of things and then I die, and that is very unfortunate when I'm healing. We are getting a new AoE attack which can be executed up to 3 times after using Presence of Mind. And of course there will be some new healing actions added as we head up to level 100. Finally, the White Mage is getting a new trade, allowing an increased stack number of Tetragrammaton. Next is the Scholar. The Scholar is getting a new ability called Seraphism, and this one looks so pretty. This new action which actually changed the appearance of the Scholar while enhancing healing magic. They will also be getting a new AoE attack which can be executed after chain stratagem, and this action will be adding a dot as well. And finally, the Scholar is getting a new trait that allows the reduced recast time of Resuscitation. Next is the Astrologian, and they seem to be getting the biggest change. The card system will no longer be random and will instead simultaneously draw cards with offensive, defensive, and curative effect. There are currently 8 cards, including the Lord of Crown and the Lady of Crown, and now these cards will be divided into different groups with 4 cards each. The damage buffs that used to be the additional effect of the card will now be limited to certain cards, and everything else in the set of 4 cards will either be defensive or curative. So basically each 60 seconds you can draw a set of 4 cards, and then you pick how you use them depending on the situation until you can draw again. Because of this change they are moving Astro Signs, and therefore Astrodyne will be removed with it. And finally they get a new trait that increases the stack number of Essential Dignity. And last we have the Sage. Eucrasia will now enhance Disgracia 2 into Eucrasian Disgracia, an AoE attack which deals damage over time to enemies within range. There will be a new party buff which heals nearby party members whenever the caster casts a spell, and a new trait that shortens the recast timer of Sorteria that will enhance the healing effect of Cardion. And those are the healer updates. The Astrologian is clearly getting the biggest update here, but what do you think of the changes to the jobs? Let's talk about it down in the comments. While you're down there, maybe throw me a commendation by liking and subscribing, and in the end, all I want to say is takk fyrir að horfa og eigðu yndislegan dag.